Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me.
The casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Yeah. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter.
Jake too big for Tank, you know? In reality, he's way too big for Tank.
Gervonta, Tank, Davis erupted after hearing Floyd Mayweather predict an early knockout win for Jake Paul. The tension between Tank and his former mentor has been building for years, but this latest remark from Mayweather seems to have crossed the line. Sources say Davis felt deeply disrespected by Floyd's public praise of Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer chasing legitimacy in the sport. What began as a simple prediction quickly escalated into a full-blown feud, with Davis firing back online and accusing Mayweather of selling out the sport for clout.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck him. If everybody including with him, fuck.
Question for you. You're a proud father.
From the moment this fight was announced, the size difference has been the main talking point. Veteran champion Terence Crawford made his stance clear, saying bluntly that Jake Paul is simply too big for Tank. He explained that while Davis is skilled, powerful, and explosive, Paul's size changes everything. Crawford even warned that if Jake lands one clean shot on Tank, it could be game over.
On the Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't have no reaction, you know? I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder, you know? If it's scripted, then it's going to be good for the fans to watch.
What do you mean by scripted? Like rigged?
Yeah, like scripted.
But none of those guys want a fucking L, right?
I think it's not a real fight. I think it's because it can't be a real fight because they ain't in the same weight. So it'd be more like an exhibition.
I think it is an exhibition, but do you think they're like, but not one person saying like, yo, I'm gonna fucking throw the match. You think?
I don't think.
Or you never know?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in there and spar. I don't think it's gonna be you trying to kill me or I'm trying to kill you. You know, I think it's, let's go in here and make this money.
Former MMA champion Daniel Cormier echoed the same concern from a combat sports standpoint. On his channel, Cormier repeatedly questioned the fairness of matching Davis against Paul, pointing to the major weight gap. He said, "The problem is that Jake is much bigger. It's hard to look at this fight and think it's fair." In his view, boxing's traditional system, where fighters compete within their weight class to maintain balance, has been ignored here, creating a scenario where the more skilled boxer could still lose simply because the physical gap is too wide.
Gervonta Davis is fighting Jake Paul. Yesterday they had their first press conference. One of the most recognizable things is Jake Paul is huge compared to Gervonta Davis. And two, Gervonta Davis don't even know what weight they fighting, D.
Maximum weight of 195 pounds for this exhibition. It was 190. The fight will be contested over 10 3-minute rounds.
I said it was 190.
The fight is 195 pounds, Tank, as you know.
Adding to the perception of a mismatch, Cormier and others highlighted the massive weight difference. One report noted that Davis last fought at around 136 pounds, while Paul has recently weighed close to 200. Cormier acknowledged that Jake Paul has managed to carve out his own lane in boxing, but questioned how sanctioning bodies could approve such a lopsided matchup. That perspective reinforces the idea that Paul's size advantage isn't just significant, it's almost overwhelming.
So, Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Davis. I'm serious. It's real. 199 in Paul's last fight, 133.8 for Davis in his last fight. I discussed that and so much more at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific at my YouTube channel. The link will be in my bio. But hey, I thought he was going to fight Anthony Joshua. How do you end up from Anthony Joshua to Tank Davis?
Gervonta Davis recently responded to the backlash he's been facing, pointing out a familiar pattern in boxing. He said that when someone stays in the spotlight too long, people eventually want to see them replaced. That's what happened with Floyd Mayweather. Fans saw too much of him, and admiration turned into hate. Davis believes the same thing is happening in his own career, as public attention that once fueled praise has now shifted toward criticism.
The fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? What happened? He won, right? But how you look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different shit when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating him.
Davis has revealed in several interviews that his dream fight would be against his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather, not out of bitterness, but to show how much he's grown since leaving Mayweather Promotions. He explained that facing Floyd would represent a test of legacy and pride. This revelation adds another layer to his clash with Jake Paul, as many view it as Tank's opportunity to step out of Floyd's shadow and cement himself as boxing's biggest star. Just as Floyd once carried the spotlight and faced public backlash, Tank now feels that same pressure and believes beating Jake Paul could mark the start of his own Mayweather moment.
Dream fight card.
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
A new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah. September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think is the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Davis has boldly declared that his skills surpass those of Floyd Mayweather, the man who once mentored him. Tank believes his blend of power, timing, and ring IQ makes him a more complete fighter than Floyd was at his age. He's often pointed out that while Mayweather was a defensive genius, he brings both defense and explosive offense, a balance Floyd rarely displayed.
These guys can mess with me like nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. Yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
Floyd Mayweather, one of the most accomplished and recognizable boxers in history, took Gervonta Davis under his wing when Davis was still a teenager. Mayweather recognized his raw potential and set out to shape him into a world champion. Their early relationship was built on mutual respect and admiration. Mayweather frequently praised Davis's talent, while Davis expressed deep gratitude for his mentor's guidance and support.
About the business of all this, I asked you why you wanted to promote Tank when you first saw him, Gervonta Davis. Why do you think he's been able to connect with a crowd? Because he draws real crowds when he fights. That's hard to do in boxing. He gets announced at Ravens games and he gets a big ovation, right? And now he's already fighting on pay-per-view. What is it about Tank that is connected commercially with an audience?
His aura.
His aura, people like him. That Main Street, he got a boyish look. I mean, he's very marketable. As far as when you look at him, he's marketable. But when the bell rings, he's a killer, and that's what people want to see. That's no different from when I was fighting at super featherweight. When I was fighting at junior lightweight, the boyish look. But when I get in there, I wreck shop.
Their bond went far beyond business contracts. It was built on mentorship and genuine respect. Davis often credited Floyd not only for teaching him elite boxing techniques but also for instilling the confidence and discipline that molded him into a champion destined for lasting greatness.
Okay, I'm ready now. So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. He let me test drive this, and he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym have them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I've watched the news. Yeah. What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother. So he, like a father figure and stuff like that. He took me in, and he been treating me good since I knew him. He been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing. He showed me like the business side and all that type stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him and I love him forever for that.
In 2024, Davis cemented his reputation as one of boxing's most electrifying talents. His defining moment came on June 15th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, where he faced Frank Martin. After a tough start, Davis unleashed a dominant 8th-round knockout, landing his trademark left uppercut followed by a straight left that ended the fight. The victory marked his 28th knockout in 30 bouts, reaffirming his position as one of the most dangerous forces in the lightweight division.
Fantastic fighter, okay? So, first and foremost, Tank is now 30-0 with 28 knockouts. It's like a 93% knockout ratio, which is crazy. I believe it's the highest knockout percentage of any current world champion, I believe. I would imagine Inoue is close to that, but pretty impressive. Anyway, he's 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5"-ish, 5'5.5" maybe, height-wise, and he has a good reach of 67.5 inches. He's got an extensive amateur background.
However, as Davis's career gained momentum, cracks began to form in their relationship. Tensions grew from a mix of personal and professional disagreements. Davis felt that Mayweather was too controlling and limited his freedom to make decisions about his own career. Meanwhile, Mayweather believed Davis wasn't showing the respect and loyalty he deserved after all the guidance and opportunities he had provided.
First hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. He basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. That's what I was. For real? That's what I was told at the time. So
that set you off because you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it on
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Shane Mosley also weighed in on the ongoing tension between Floyd and Tank in a recent interview. He compared their dynamic to his own relationship with his sons, explaining that Floyd may have unintentionally held Davis back by staying in his spotlight too long and not giving him the space to shine on his own.
I see it a little bit. Yeah, you know, I like both guys, so it's like, I know Gervonta has his issues with Floyd, and Floyd has a big ego where he wants to be the man on top, and Gervonta's trying to get on top, but it seems like he has to get from under Floyd because Floyd's a big man. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard. It kind of reminds me of me and my son. Like I kind of like got myself away and let him do his own thing and let him have his own glory, his own glory, his own life. You know what I'm saying? So me being there all the time will shadow over on himself. Sometimes. Not intentionally. I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm not trying to be like, I don't care about the Eagles. I want him to be the best. But me being too close to him all the time takes away a little bit of his shadow, a little bit of his shine. So I need to be, I'm still gonna tell him everything he needs to know. I'll get in the ring with him, spar with him, do all kinds of stuff. But he has his own coach, he has his own manager, he has his own team, he has his own family, he has his own, his own stuff.
The situation worsened as both sides took their issues public. Davis began openly expressing his frustration, accusing Mayweather of trying to keep him in his shadow and using their connection to boost his own legacy. Mayweather, never one to stay silent, fired back, criticizing Davis's attitude and saying he lacked gratitude and respect. Adding fuel to the fire, Ryan Garcia recently claimed the real reason behind their fallout is deeply personal. According to him, Davis allegedly had a relationship with Mayweather's daughter, Yaya, which further strained things between the two. While unconfirmed, the rumor has added a new layer to the tension, making their rivalry feel more personal than ever and turning a professional split into something far more emotional.
I mean,
that's dirty.
I already knew about all that though. Once Gervonta Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
Oh wow, that's
after somebody did that to my daughter.
Right, I thought you and Shakur had the deal that you were gonna fight after the Haiti fight, and he said you were gonna lose.
Y'all not even gonna try to respond to that? But you guys are some pussies.
Nah, that's crazy. That's a fight right there. It's facts. Back to you.
That's a fight, bro. That's a fight. For sure.
Ryan, are you coming to the fight in July in Dallas with Mike Tyson?
Yeah, he's coming.
Of course.
Okay.
You're out here.
Gervonta Davis is gay.
Allegedly.
No, but that's okay if say Gervonta, right? Because I've heard stories. Gervonta, some girl told me that she put her fingers in his. That's fine. Hey, wait.
What are you talking about? Allegedly.
Allegedly. At the end of the day, bro. Do I have messages to prove it? Yes. But will I do
I will say Gervonta is a very pretty name for a man. I'll say that. Back to you.
No, his new...
Garcia didn't hold back when discussing the upcoming fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. He called the matchup a disgrace to boxing, arguing that the massive size and weight difference made it look more like a spectacle than a real contest. Garcia said fans are being misled into thinking Paul is facing a legitimate challenge when, in reality, Davis is stepping far outside his natural weight class. He bluntly stated that boxing is losing its integrity, as fights like this prioritize entertainment and profit over true competition.
Yeah. You know it. Just like Mike Tyson, low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it, but he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Yeah. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter. Yeah. Gervonta Davis, he's actually really small. Like, when I fought him, he's small. Yeah. So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
Do you agree with Tank claiming his skills surpass Floyd's? Or do you think he's underestimating what Jake brings to the ring? Share your thoughts in the comments below.